welcome to Crank It Up. I'm Jim Price, and today I want to go over a preview of what you can expect for the Day of Smashing 2, the second one, a live event right here on Crank It Up starting tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. 13 hours, 13 games, 13 players, 1 bandit. This will be a lot of fun, and I hope you can join us live, but if not, the replay will be saved. First and foremost, I want to stress that this is a fundraiser, and I am looking to raise money for NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. The fundraising page is up and linked in the description of this video, and no donation will be too small to make a difference, especially since every dollar will do more. I'm happy to announce 2 incentives to encourage donations and to try to make as large an impact as possible. First, for every dollar donated before the end of the event, I will match those contributions dollar for dollar up to the first $1,000. Even better, my employer will match whatever I contribute, so every dollar you donate has a chance to be tripled. This is really exciting, and I hope that we can partner together to make a real difference. Second, we have some stretch goals to encourage giving. If we hit our goal of $1,000, there will be a full-length skeleton preview next week, well before the 10th anniversary releases. Next, we will do a custom faction designer panel on the channel at $1,250. The guests that I have planned are some of the most creative smash-up minds I have met, and there's a lot of people who routinely seek out their advice for getting started. For $1,500, we'll do another custom faction month where you'll have a chance to have your ideas get the exposure and excitement they deserve. For $1,750, I will release the official Crank It Up tier list, and if you know me, I hate tier lists. For $2,000, I'll commit to doing a lightning round for the next expansion at an appropriate time. For $250, there will be a live stream of Big Base Mode, and finally, should we somehow reach $2,500, there will be puns. What does that mean? I don't know. Let's get there first. But puns. Note that any matching contributions won't count against these goals. So how do you watch the event? Go to crankituppodcast.com or the homepage for this channel, and you will see the upcoming live event, which you can bookmark. The games will start at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, but I'll probably start the stream a little early to welcome our viewers and hopefully get to meet some of you. Let's talk about the matches themselves and what I'm expecting for each match. A lot of work went into each of these combos in creating relative parity for each of these matches, and it's smash up, so anything can happen. But I'll be facing each combo on the left, as most players had their choice in the matchup. We'll be starting off the first match with a really fun but spoiler-filled pairing, but it will make sense when you see it. It obviously must be really powerful to go up against Beryl and Arabian Nights. Lonan says that he has yet to see Arabian Nights hit their ceiling, but in my defense, he's Lonan. Knights are extremely strong in 2-player and have a lot of raw power and VP farming, so whomever the mystery combo is, they will need to be able to play fast when they need to, and they can. Next we'll have the control-based Russian Luchadors versus the double movement of Ultimate Sheep. Both these combos have really good card draw, and they manage to counter each other pretty well. This game has the possibility of the most hilarious Hello Dolly play, and it's not the one you're thinking of, so will it happen? There's only one way to find out. I think Luchadors are hurt by movement since they like to go after singly powerful minions, and it will be tough finding someone to set up when they are constantly moving around. For the third game, we have another mystery combo facing off against Star Roaming Magical Girls. Star Girl is a crazy upside combo, as well as an underrated superhero show, and this combo can have a ton of recursion. The extra plays help them to actually bring out the walking castle, and there is a lot of no equity minions worth replaying. I've got some tricks up my sleeve, however, and I'm excited for you to see them as I inevitably lose to Corny Kev again. At 11 a.m. we have 2 blocked factions, but we know that they will be facing Nightmare and Hydra. This is a match you definitely don't want to miss, as it has a terrific counter dynamic. There are a lot of ways these 2 teams can hurt each other, but I want to point out that it will be very hard to play traps on Hydra since they want to die. Hydra is a fast deck, while Nightmare values board presence, and my test matches have been extremely fun between the 2. Next we have Innsmouth Ralph versus Grim Plants. Grim Plants is really solid and straightforward, with plenty of minions to grab, and the Killer Plants love the recursion that they bring. With all the direct searching, their playbook is vast and powerful. Innsmouth Ralph can be a little draw order dependent, but they bring some interesting counters to Grim Plants. Both have the potential to be fast, but with Innsmouth, they live and die with what the locals draw, so that will be something to watch out for. To close out the first half, we have Viking Astronauts versus Musketeer Ants. Viking Astronauts exist for only one reason, to see if there will be a Poopox play. If this combo can't do it, when you can literally stack your deck for it, no one can. Musketeer Ants is extremely strong, especially with the Ant Titan, and Ericos has the added advantage of playing the Musketeers in France. Astro Knights will help offset the Viking negative card draw, but I'm mostly hoping for some key Viking steals, as that will really hurt the Musketeers. At the midpoint, we have the highlight Erudia match. I wanted to give you a short sales pitch as to why you should watch this. If you like Crank It Up's content, and especially the effort I put into everything I do for Smash Up, which is someone else's dream, you could only imagine the level of effort that I put into my own. I've worked for years to create what I want to be the ultimate two-player experience, one that is not only customizable and extendable, but one that you can be a part of. You can get your ideas into the game through our custom content initiative, which you will see in the Gordians. Finally, the game comes with its own narrative with a ridiculous amount of clues to show you where the system is going, allowing for an interactive experience as players get to dig for clues and post their theories that are more accurate than I'd like them to be. There's a lot to offer for everyone, and I hope you take the opportunity to learn more about the system, which you'll be able to play tomorrow on Print and Play if you haven't tried it on Tabletop Simulator. Kicking off the second half will be a battle of old and new. Sharknado returns with Titan McTitan face to actually give a point to their destruction, and it will be interesting to see how the Titan improves this classic combo. Ludicrousness will be playing Ancient Egyptian Lion King, which is extremely consistent with both direct access and recursion to key Egyptian cards, and a lot of great plays for Lost Knowledge. Sharknado can mess with them a lot, however, and the event is literally named after Sharknado, so this game has to be rigged, right? Next we have another battle of old and new, Zombie Princesses against Frozen Sinister Six, the Battle of Ice Queens. Zombie Princesses have an incredible late game, but will there still be a game to play when it happens? Frozen can be so fast, and Sinister Six gives them even more card draw as well as some great reindeer targets. Eliza is useful here, but not crippling, and I found that these particular bases make a tremendous difference. I'm a little nervous about the initial floor of Zombie Princesses, which can be doing nothing, but at least I have removal, whereas it's much harder for Frozen to slow me down. After losing several consecutive games in puzzles, Sonus has a chance to redeem himself in the 5pm game, playing one of his classic combos, Changerbot Penguins. And this is somewhat shocking, but Mergicon is really good for this combo. Really good. The low footprint Penguins are the perfect amount of minions to not have a lot of power creep, but they also have enough power to burst out of nowhere. I'll be playing Ancient Incan Mulan, who has too much card draw for their own good and power creeps extensively, but they have a lot of intriguing plays and plenty of power counter potential. The next match is the one that I am most worried about. Steampunk Horses is a really good combination, but they are extremely draw order dependent, and they are matched very badly against Sumo Vampires, who basically put the game on a clock. It's so easy for the Sumos to bring out the Vampire Titan, with single plays no less, and they give constant pressure. What makes it worse is that these bases do Steampunk Horses almost no favors, and the Vampire Destruction is really potent against Mythic Horses. If I power creep too much, the Sumo Burst will blow right past them. All they need is an early lead, and this might be a lost game. Steampunk Horses can and have won this matchup, but it's going to be extremely tough. The penultimate match will feature Spider-Verse Fairies and Spy Kittens. Spy Kittens are ruthlessly antagonistic and can completely stop the Spider-Verse specials. I have to manage my minions extremely carefully in Phase 3, but I have my own Phase 3 intrigue if I can use timing to my advantage. You have the Spider-Verse who don't excel in Phase 2 versus the Cats who dominate there, and Schmalix is always a tough opponent, so it's going to be a great match. Finally, we have Beauty and the Beast Dinosaurs versus Kaiju Big Hero 6. I've already done a video on Beauty and the Beast Dinosaurs, but Kaiju Big Hero 6 is really fun too. It is draw order dependent, but the Microbot Swarms can play the role of Innsmouth, giving you a higher upside in repeatable minions to play. Big Hero 6 has extra actions and some good base modifiers. Also, Kaiju is extremely hard to counter because of their guaranteed presence for VP, and my team won't be able to touch them for solos, which takes away my biggest weapon. It will be a great way to wrap up the event. We'll have commentators, question and answer opportunities, great matches. It's going to be an awesome event, and I hope you will be able to join. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let's shut it down.